Bonjour à tous et à toutes, ici c'est Barcilou. Comme vous le voyez, nous sommes dans un bar. Tout ce qu'il y a de plus normal, hein, avec des tables, des chaises, des divans pour consommer, hein, de l'alcool de préférence. Mais le problème, c'est qu'on est en 1931 et théoriquement, l'alcool est interdit. On est en pleine prohibition aux États-Unis. Et ce bar clandestin, il est clandestin, comme son nom l'indique. Mais qu'est-ce que l'on cherche dans ce bar clandestin ? Plusieurs choses. Arrange un rendez-vous entre Trixie et Arthur. J'aimerais bien, mais Arthur, je ne sais pas où il est. Il y a plusieurs missions à effectuer. Convaincre celui-ci, un policier qui est dans un bar clandestin, quoi de plus normal, me direz-vous ? Mais non. Au début de l'épisode 2, il a été témoin d'une chose extraordinaire, la disparition soudaine et complètement folle de la DeLorean. Il n'en est pas revenu, c'est pourquoi il s'est mis à boire. Et le problème, c'est lui qui doit arrêter Kid Tannen. Vu que c'est un représentant de l'ordre, mais à mon avis, dans cet état, il ne faut pas trop y compter. Il faudra le convaincre aussi, lui aussi. Je ne sais pas comment je vais m'y prendre pour le convaincre d'arrêter Kid Tannen. Peut-être on va encore lui parler.
Danny.
You!
So about those troubles.
I'm not really in the mood to talk about them right now. I just want to drink and listen to Trixie.
Shouldn't you be arresting Tannen?
For what?
Well, for running a speakeasy, for one thing.
Well, I like this speakeasy. So there. Besides, if I arrested him, I'd have to arrest you and me and everyone else in here. And that's just way too much work for one little cop like me.
Should you be drinking so much on duty?
Probably not, but this joint ain't open when I'm off duty.
Bon, c'est pas grave, j'ai épuisé mes questions.
See you later, Danny.
I'll be here.
J'en doute pas. Pourquoi Parker refuse-t-il de faire son devoir ? Moi, je vais faire un peu le tour du bar. Cue-ball, la bille.
Hey, back off, kid. I'm trying to entertain some people here.
Chanson secrète, chanson triste, chanson gaie, chanson pleine de colère.
What is this feeling that has me in its grip? What has me on the edge and curling my lip? Worse in the blues or the front page news, it's rage. I'm overflowing. I've asked my doctor and psychiatrist too. They tell me that there's not a thing I can do.
La musique adoucit les mœurs, dirons-nous. Allez.
Danny.
You!
So about those troubles.
Go away. I'm drinking.
Ok, c'est pas la bonne chanson.
See you later, Danny.
I'll be here.
Volcanoes blow the tops and tidal waves crest. But there's a force in nature worse than the rest. There's something that I've got to get off my chest. It's rage.
Chanson triste.
I'm overflowing with rage.
Allez,
Like
chanson
a villain
triste.
on a stage, you're a lion in a cage full of rage. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue.
Ça va le déprimer et je vais pouvoir en profiter.
Danny,
You!
so about those troubles.
It all started on June 14th. I was chasing down one of Tannen's boys when this car, straight out of Buck Rogers, popped up out of nowhere and ran my car off the road.
No.
Then later, I lost track of a witness. The poor schlub hasn't been heard from since.
That wasn't your fault.
And then, to top it off, I somehow managed to lose custody of an 80-year-old arsonist. When not one, but two of those godforsaken space cars showed up and whisked him away.
That's unbelievable.
That's what the chief said. Demoted me on the spot. My family sent me to a psychiatrist because they thought I was seeing things. And worst of all, my gal Betty left me because she thinks I'm a bad provider and a head case.
Betty, as in Jennifer's grandma Betty?
What?
Listen, Danny, it's really important that you get back together with Betty.
Ah, that ship sailed. What the heck with her? I got a little secret that'll set me up with women twice as classy as Betty will ever be.
You've got a secret? What is it?
I don't think I should tell you. When I'm sad like this, I don't think straight. But listen,
Yes.
I like you. You're my new best friend.
Ok, donc je devrais compulser encore une fois
See you later,
les
Danny.
disques.
I'll be here.
Et je vais mettre la chanson secrète.
Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear. Secrets are for sharing love, they're not meant for blaring love. Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear. Shh. Whisper in my ear, let me read you soft and clear. Don't make
Elle est
it
au
fortissimo,
travail.
make it pianissimo.
Danny.
You.
Whisper in my ear.
So about that secret.
Oh yeah, my secret. Well, you're my pal, so I can tell you, but don't let it get out. I've been working for Tannen for over a month now.
What?
It's true. All I gotta do is look the other way while evidence is getting destroyed or a truck full of gin is coming across the county line, and Tannen makes sure an extra bunch of bills makes their way into my pay envelope. Great deal, huh?
Yeah, if you're a rat.
What's the problem? People need to drink, right? As long as no one's getting hurt, why shouldn't Daniel J. Parker make a few bucks on the action?
Just whisper, whisper, whisper.
What about Artie McFly? Hasn't he been missing for 2 months?
That's true, and all signs point to a Tannen job. Oh God, I've made a horrible mistake. I thought if I could get my hands on some money, that Betty'd take me back. But when she finds out what I'd done, she'll never even talk to me again. What have I done?
Elle est encore déprimée.
Come on, Danny, pull yourself together. It's not so bad.
Not so bad. I'm a corrupt cop who's lost his only chance at true love. How's that not so bad?
Ok.
Hang in there, Danny.
Oh God.
La colère, une chanson de circonstance, la colère.
What is this feeling that has me in its grip? What has me on the edge and curling my lip? Worse in the blues or the front page news, it's rage. I'm overflowing. I've asked my doctor and psychiatrist too. They tell me that there's not a thing I can do. There's no consoling and there's no controlling this rage.
Danny.
You.
I'm overflowing with rage.
Trust me, things will get better. Just keep listening to the music.
Why? None of the words help anymore.
I don't think there's anything in this speakeasy that can turn this guy around right now. Trust me, things will get better. Just keep listening to the music.
Why? None of the words help anymore.
I don't think there's anything in this speakeasy that can turn this guy around right now.
Ah, j'ai une petite indication.
Hang in there, Danny.
Oh God.
Que c'est ce que Marty McFly a dit, c'est que je ne trouvais pas ma réponse dans ce bar. Chanson triste, pleine de colère, chanson secrète. Allez, chanson gay.
Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money, oh, but honey, ain't we got fun? The rent's unpaid, dear, we haven't a bun. But smiles
Il a
are
réagi.
dear for people like us. In the winter,
Danny.
in the summer,
You.
don't we have fun?
Trust me, things will get better.
Time's a
Just keep
moment,
listening to the
Teddy
music.
Brother, still
Why?
we have fun.
None of the words help anymore.
I don't think there's anything in this speakeasy that can turn this guy around right now.
In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun?
I guess now I know why you won't arrest Tannen. You're working for him.
Bingo!
You know, drinking that much is really bad for your health.
What are you, my mother?
More like future grandson-in-law.
What?
Never mind.
Ok, je vais rien en
Hang in there,
tirer.
Danny.
Oh God.
Donc j'en sais un peu plus. Laissez-moi vous résumer la situation. Donc Arthur McFly, d'après ce que dit l'officier Parker, est retenu par Tannen. Donc il est ici. Il est ici. Deuxièmement, l'officier Parker travaille pour Tannen. Enfin, travaille. Comment ? Il ferme les yeux sur certaines activités comme la réception d'alcool que fait Kid Tannen pour alimenter le bar. Et comme récompense, il y a de l'argent en plus sur son salaire. Et troisièmement, on apprend que sa femme l'a quitté. Mais le problème, c'est que c'est la grand-mère, Betty, c'est la grand-mère de Jennifer Parker, la future femme de Marty McFly. Donc là, Marty McFly me dit que ça ne sert à rien de rester ici. Je ne trouverai pas la solution dans ce bar.
Hey, nice suit. Where'd you get it?
Costume shop at the mall. I had it custom made.
Yeah? Quality material. Who are you? Where you from?
Name's, Harry Callahan. Nobody. I mean, you don't know me. I come from a very different place.
Come on, what's the dope? Spill it, or I'll...
Go easy, kid. From the cut of the suit, I'm thinking he might be with the Valenti gang.
Is that so?
Yes?
Prove it. You ain't leaving till you show me some bona fides.
Ok, je suis retenu contre ma volonté dans ce bar. Donc il faut prouver que j'appartiens au gang des Valenti. Caricature, c'est quoi ça?
Louis the Louse. Squashed in his prime. Bucktooth Langley. Bit off more than he could chew. Chuckles Lenart. He didn't get the last laugh.
Trixie.
Trixie?
Yeah?
Hey, if I arrange a meeting with Artie, could you use that insurance of yours?
Use it. Heck, if what I'm sitting on pans out, I could send that bozo all the way to the big house.
I'll see what I can do. Break a leg out there.
Thanks.
Hey, you!
You talking to me?
Yeah, jerk. I saw you making eyes at my Eunice.
Oh, lay off, Ernie. He's kind of cute.
You think you can just waltz in here and make a play for another fella's girl?
Maybe. What are you gonna do about it, chicken?
That's it. You're toast. Looks like you need to cool off for a few.
Ok, donc je vais m'asseoir.
Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to get your boyfriend kicked out of the club.
Oh, water under the bridge. You want to keep his seat warm?
Thanks anyway. Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to get your boyfriend kicked out of the club.
Oh, water under the bridge. You want to keep his seat warm?
Thanks anyway.
Ok.
I don't care. It's the lyrics to her song. Way down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans. Maybe not.
Hey, I do the singing round here.
C'est pas grave, j'ai essayé de tenter une deuxième fois de chanter, mais c'est pas... Ok, donc... officier Parker... C'est qui celle-là? Je ne connais pas. Croupier.
You in?
Why not?
Je sais pas moi... Le rouge, allez.
Gonna put it all on red.
Two.
Bon. Ça sert à rien. Ça m'avancera à rien à jouer à la roulette. Non, Trixie, je t'ai déjà parlé. Faut que je prouve à ce... Ah, Zane.
Hey, bartender.
What'll it be?
So about this, portrait gallery of yours.
What about it?
What's it all about? Who are those guys? The caricatures hanging along the Wall of Honor commemorate those who are no longer with us on account of having ticked off one Irving Kid Tannen.
They're the guys the kids killed?
Well, of course not. They're just a bunch of guys that Kid didn't particularly like, and that at a later date turned up dead. It's what do you call it? A circumstantial coincidence. Yeah.
What are you drawing?
Another celebrity caricature.
You drew those?
Prohibition ain't gonna last forever, Bub. I gotta have a skill I can fall back on when all this goes away.
What can you tell me about Trixie?
You trying to put the moves on Kid's dame?
No way.
Good, because if you did, I'd probably be hanging you on the Wall of Honor. Know what I mean?
Got any tips for getting Parker in the right frame of mind?
Well, I ain't no Carl Jung, but I've noticed that when he's boozing it up like he is tonight, Danny Boy's particularly receptive to the lyrical stylings of Miss Trotter.
Huh?
Yeah, some guys are inspired by great works of art, others get their ideas from lounge singers. Go figure.
Non, j'ai déjà essayé. On m'en a appris suffisamment.
So is your cold all better?
My cold?
Yeah, when I saw you a few hours ago, you were sneezing like crazy.
Mister, I ain't had a cold in over 2 months.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Wrong guy.
Ah oui. Donc mai, juin, juillet, août. Ouais. Bon. Servez-moi à boire. Allez.
I'll have a drink.
What's your poison?
Peps, on second thought, forget it.
Suit yourself.
Rien.
Thanks for the talk.
Next time, order a drink. This ain't no library, you know.
Le gang des Valenti. Peut-être l'officier Parker va
Danny.
me renseigner.
Trust me, things will get better. Just keep listening to the music.
Why? None of the words help anymore.
I don't think there's anything in this speakeasy that can turn this guy around right now. Hang in there, Danny.
Oh, God.
Hey,
Take a hike, Squirt.
Wait, you ain't leaving till I get the dope on you. You really with the Valenti gang?
Ah oui, bah oui, j'ai le pistolet.
in gratitude for your continued service,
Ah.
J.J. Valenti. You know, a cigarette lighter shaped like a gun seems like a really bad idea. I've got a little something here that might convince you.
Don't even blink.
It's not a real gun. It's not a real gun, I swear. It's a gift from Don Valenti. See?
To your family from mine, in gratitude for your continued service, J.J. Valenti. Looks like little Harry Callahan here really is with the Sacramento boys. You got stones, Pee-wee. I like that. Have yourself a drink on the house. Matches, put down your gun. You look like a moron.
Ok, bah là maintenant je peux sortir.
Hey, Artie. He's back.
Majestique. On va y aller.
Hey, Doc. How's the room?
It's a little cleaner than I would have imagined for a Depression-era flophouse. How are your investigations going?
I saw him.
Who?
My grandpa, on his streetcar for just a second. Doc, we gotta find him.
Why?
Trixie thinks she's got something that could put Kid away, but Artie's the only one who can tell her for sure. I guess he's kind of her tutor or something.
Ah, so that's the connection. When your grandfather disappeared from Hill Valley for 2 months, the bond between him and Miss Trotter was severed, eventually leading to a timeline in which Trixie lost the nerve to betray Tannen.
Yeah?
We've got to find your grandfather.
Doc, Parker's in worse shape than we thought. We've screwed up his life so bad he's been dumped by Jennifer's future grandmother.
Ah,
I know.
Marty, it's more important than ever that you get Officer Parker back on his destined path. If Jennifer never exists, then I'll never take you to 2015 to save your kids. Then old Biff will never...
Paradox City, got it.
Et voilà, une autre connexion avec les films. Le jeu suit scrupuleusement la trame du film.
Where'd you park the DeLorean?
I hid it in a DeSoto lot. Nobody's buying cars these days, so it should be safe in there.
Why are Tannins always such jerks anyway?
It's hard to say. Rogue Neanderthal genes in their DNA, perhaps.
Hey, who did burn down Tannen's original speakeasy anyway?
I still don't know. I'd really like to find out before we go home.
I never did get a straight answer about why he came back to 1931 in the first place.
It's, personal. When this is over, I'll tell you all about it.
I'm gonna hold you to that, you know. Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
It's very simple. In the original timeline, Timeline A, the speakeasy arsonist was never caught, creating one of Hill Valley's enduring historical mysteries.
Okay.
When I traveled back to 1931, I created Timeline B, in which I was misidentified as the arsonist and subsequently killed by Kid Tannen's goons. Einstein came with me, and somehow he ended up in the DeLorean when its fail-safe mechanism triggered, sending it back to 1986.
Which is where I came in.
Precisely. You traveled back to June 14th, 1931, creating Timeline C, a world in which Carl Sagan wasn't rubbed out by Kid Tannen. But Arthur McFly was served with a subpoena.
And shot by Kid Tannen's goons.
Yes. So you jumped back in time 6 hours, creating Timeline D, saving your grandfather's life, but somehow preventing Kid Tannen from meeting his date with justice.
Which is why the Tannens were so powerful when we jumped back to 86.
Uh-huh. So now we've returned to August of 1931, creating Timeline E, in which, fingers crossed, we'll send Tannen to prison where he belongs. Got it?
Sure.
Good.
One question.
What?
Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
J'espère que vous avez bien compris ce que Doc a dit, parce qu'il y aura une interrogation écrite et je ramasserai les copies dans une demi-heure. Oh là là, donc espace-temps A, B, C, D, E, 5 espaces-temps. Ils ont compliqué l'affaire.
Any sign of Artie?
Haven't spotted him yet.
Ok, merci.
Okay, I better get back to fixing history.
Be careful, Marty.
Très bien, donc c'est pas Doc qui a incendié le bar clandestin. Qui c'est alors? C'est peut-être Edna? Palais de justice, ça m'étonnerait, il doit être fermé à cette heure.
It's closed for the night.
Oui, j'aurais dû m'en douter. Edna.
Harry, you're just in time.
What's the story with the little car and all this equipment?
Einstein and I are conducting a few experiments with this 1/4 scale model to work out a few hitches in my planned demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo in a couple of months.
A radio-controlled car?
No. Well, yes, but it'll be so much more than that. It will amaze the world.
How have you been, Emmett? I know I haven't seen you in a couple of months.
I'm great, and I owe it all to you.
Really?
Yes, that argument I had with my father during our jet drill experiment gave me the incentive to finally quit that dreary court job. I've committed myself full-time to a life of science.
So, thanks for watching Einstein while I've been away.
It's been a pleasure. He's proven to be a surprisingly willing test subject. It's almost as if he's been working with me for years.
More like decades.
Aha! Got it!
Got what?
I'll show you. Ready to go, Einstein? Watch this! When this baby hits 23 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious cow flop.
Einstein!
Oh,
Get him out of here!
not to worry. I've got a fail-safe eject mechanism around here someplace. See? Nothing to worry about.
Nothing. I'll go see if I can find something to help. Or someone.
Bien, bah il a fait des progrès ce cher Emmett.
Hey, Edna.
Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh, what is it?
I can't tell her that. It could get him in trouble.
Ouais.
What's going on with you and Emmett? The last time I saw you, you seemed to be kinda interested in him.
That was before I belatedly realized that his agreement to host my Stay Sober Society was a clever ruse to ferry barrels of hooch to his so-called laboratory.
Sorry about that.
Now his very presence fills me with an irrepressible urge to pick at his philosophical and intellectual foundations with every tool in my vocabulary.
So you're not dating?
Dating? The mere thought of romantic involvement with that undisciplined techno-anarchist is preposterous.
Good. Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
Parker? Just another soul lost to the twin vices of booze and despair. I've asked him to tell me his story for my column. Sort of a cautionary tale, but he's never in the mood to talk to me.
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
Officer Parker reformed.
He has? Really?
Soon. Just you wait.
Hmm.
What was that song you were singing earlier?
Do you like it? I wrote it myself. It really gets the toes tapping at the Stay Sober Society meetings. Although I suppose that could be the Shakes. Would you like to hear it again?
Maybe later.
I'll be here all night.
Do you think I could have a copy of your You Should Care lyrics? I've, got a club of my own that could really use some inspiring.
Sure. Let me just get a page out of the hymnal. There you are.
Hey, thanks.
Ok, je comprends. Donc, je retourne dans le bar clandestin. je fais chanter cette chanson à Trixie. Trixie va la chanter, bien sûr, et Danny Parker, l'officier de police, va retourner dans le droit chemin et Coffrez Tannen. J'espère que ça va se passer comme ça.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Trixie Trotter, would you?
Kid Tannen's latest conquest? Well, she claims to be a lounge singer from Seattle, but my sources in Washington have never heard of her. I mean, honestly, Trixie Trotter, what kind of name is that?
You know, Trixie Trotter sings a song that sounds a lot like your You Should Care.
She does?
Yeah, but hers is a little more carefree.
That's what you get when you sing for booze hounds and gangsters.
Whatever happened with that speakeasy arsonist?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Me?
Don't play coy with me. I may not have any journalistically acceptable proof, but I know you had a hand in Carl Sagan's daring escape from the authorities.
Ok, donc je sais pas.
What have you got against dogs, anyway?
They're smelly, rude, completely unable to take care of themselves, and frankly, they're not very bright. If I had my druthers, dogs would be banned from public places.
Harsh.
It's a harsh world, Mr. Callahan.
Très bien, bon, on va quitter ça.
See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Convainc Parker de faire son devoir, bien sûr, avec la chanson en poche. Je ne devrais pas avoir trop de problèmes. Donc, cette vidéo va s'arrêter là. Cette vidéo nous a appris un peu plus sur les personnages, les motivations de ces personnages. Il y a eu beaucoup de parlotte. Donc, je vous dis à bientôt pour la prochaine vidéo de Retour vers le futur, épisode 2, Coffrez Tannen. À bientôt.